I'm sick and tired of people loving, thinking that these hot anime boys are cool and should be emulated. They're charismatic. They're usually tall, full of confidence, very strong, good looking, full bravado. But this should only be enjoyed through anime. These type of behavior that they engage in is so juvenile, and all it's gonna lead to is bad outcomes later on in life. You don't act all egotistical and cocky. When you walk into a regular public school in the States, you see dudes like this all the time, thinking that they're god, roasting, bullying, but don't do it. It's nice to have a fashion sense, to be confident. It's gonna take you places. Even if you have an ego, it could take you very far in things like sports and other endeavors as well than you would ever expect to go. But you also gotta realize the price. Young dudes love sports. They love to be cocky. But all that running back and forth, all that lifting, trying to gain the muscles, all of that trash talk is gonna catch up to you. Whether it's fighting with someone else, because if two people were to be full bravado, be full egotistical, eventually something is gonna slip out that person's mouth. Then the two personality will clash, and it's gonna turn out with someone getting hurt, something bad happens, and you can even see it in anime. Or sometimes you could literally just lose your lifespan because of all that running, getting hit sometimes by objects or another person on accident. Athletes 9 times out of 10 don't live that long of a life. And even you see a lot of the egotistical characters in anime who don't play sports, especially in fighting shows, they don't live long either. They just die very fast. Because with that kind of mindset, the action you're gonna take is just gonna take a toll on your body. It's not worth it in the long run. And you're gonna surround yourself in the environments where smoking, doing hedonistic thing is very cool. That kind of mindset is just a recipe for disasters. When people engage in these reckless behaviors, there's no immediate penalty when you do it. When you insult someone, when you want a lot of money, so you're trying to chase that next bag, when you do all these things, it accrues over time. And the more you do it, the more people are gonna get hurt, and the more you're also gonna hurt yourself. And once you keep building up to that point, if you keep running, you keep playing sports, it'll hit that final threshold, and everything will just collapse upon you and other people around you. And in fact, a lot of problems within society, or human beings in general, are created from these reckless actions that accrued over time. With social media, people nowadays don't realize this, but you actually will still live past the age of 30. Life is meant to be lived, guys. It's important to live life. Let your body relax. You need to keep yourself alive to protect the people around you. If you're in trouble, how can you be there? How are you strong at that point? It's illogical too. If everyone were to speak and treat others with deity, kindness, and respect, things would work. If everyone to act all cocky, full bravado, it would not work. I get it. You get a lot of girls loving you. You're the star. The light is on you. You get to dunk on other people. People love to have self-esteem. If you play sports, let's say you are so great that you make it to the big leagues. Money, fame, all that. It's just a waste of time, a waste of your lifespan. None of the things that matters. The only reason why it even matters in the first place is because people have put value on it. People make it important. The risk to reward factor is just not worth it. If you learn a skill that doesn't require that much of a toll on your body, it's gonna be better. You don't need that much money in order to keep yourself healthy. You really don't. If you're responsible, you drink water, you make sure you walk, you don't run, you don't do a lot of dumb stuff, it's gonna be way better for you in the long run. It's fine to play sports for fun. There's nothing wrong with that. You can make a friend or two, be cool with people. But just keep in mind that when you engage in this behavior, it's gonna lead to a lot of outcomes that you don't want. And speaking of illogical behaviors, these high school boys are just so overconfident about themselves, thinking that they're so smart, doing all these stupid behaviors, being lazy, thinking that they're better than this world. If you're so smart, become a genetic researcher, cure cancer, make a drug that makes people immortal. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know anything, bro. A lot of anime fans, especially young teenage boys, think Anakoji is so cool. Guys, these basic manipulation tactics don't make you smart. It just makes you look cringe. And by doing all these manipulation, it's not smart. And it's gonna lead to a lot of people around you and yourself to an ending that nobody wants. Senku is smart, but nobody wants to look up to him. No, you just gotta look at these random high school boys. You wanna see some kid beating up another kid, doing stupid manipulating tactic, thinking that he's cool. These teenage boys are what idiots kids think what an ideal smart person is. Anime fans gotta step it up. Every year we be getting guys like Stung, and people are just eating it up, thinking that it's cool and we should be acting like them or have some personalities trait like them. A lot of the behavior that these characters engage is going to cause a lot of harm, damage in the long run for everybody involved. To be frank, 99.99% of people can't handle it. They can't even handle hedonism. I'll say this right now. Even if your mind can handle it, the human body isn't meant to handle it. Instead of doing the responsible right thing, people just be acting reckless. And people just love it, especially guys. And a lot of these behaviors or traits are not masculine. They're just fucking stupid, reckless behavior. Be good to the people around you, because it's literally the logical thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Sure, are these characters cool? Yeah, that's why we watch them. That's why we find them appealing. But you gotta understand, in the long term, it's just not gonna pay off. Watching these characters are cool, but don't fall for that trap that a lot of people fall into. It's very easy for people to fall into that trap where they think they're the best, where they have a massive ego, and they do retarded shit, especially hedonistic things, and cause trouble for them and others around them at the end. Anyways, I gotta go on H anime.